Hey, good evening, guys. It's time for Bollocks this evening, and we are in the
Bozart Ford Studio.
So much better with two people on that one. Yesterday it was
A little wimpy.
yeah, it was nothing against Blake. He had the timing right.
Right.
But just the in stereo is much better.
Yep. Well, hi, honeys. I'm home.
All right. Welcome back. And we got to tell people for over 75 years, Bozart Ford Lincoln has been a trusted name in St. Augustine, built on family values, honesty, and doing things the right way. With over 1,200 vehicles to choose from, no surprise pricing, and a drive happy guarantee, Bozart makes car buying simple, stress-free, and that's the Bozart difference. Their state-of-the-art facility features 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment maintenance, and over 40 mobile service vans to serve at your convenience. Just off I-95 and State Road 16, Bozart Ford Lincoln, they're driven to inspire.
Alrighty, so you can set sail for adventure at the St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum, home to the world's largest and most authentic collection of pirate artifacts with over 800 real treasures across 40 immersive exhibits created by Pat Croce and the Croce family. Great stuff in there. Guests can see Blackbeard's original blunderbuss, gold recovered from the Queen Anne's Revenge, and one of only 3 authentic Jolly Roger flags in the world. The museum also features a special exhibit highlighting pirates in the movies, with props from films like Hook and Pirates of the Caribbean. It's located in historic downtown St. Augustine, across from the fort.
All right.
By the way, I like how you're going to go from the right way of Bozart Ford to Brightway.
Brightway.
I like that segue.
There you go. Since 2008, Brightway Insurance, a Casey agency, has been guiding St. Augustine through hurricanes, floods, fires, and more. Led by longtime local Ashley Casey, this is insurance done the brighter way. No confusing jargon and no one-size-fits-all policy. Just clear guidance, multiple quotes, and customized coverage that protects what matters most. With deep roots in the community and decades of experience, Ashley and his team make insurance simple, affordable, and personal. Visit them on the island at 108 Seagrove Main Street or call 904-217-7547. Brightway, the brighter way to do insurance.
So I'm looking forward to my next trip where I can experience elevated Italian dining at Saint, located in the heart of historic St. Augustine. Saint blends authentic Italian flavors with modern sophistication, featuring handmade pastas, fresh seasonal ingredients, and classic dishes crafted with care. Guests can enjoy expertly crafted cocktails, indulgent desserts like their house-made tiramisu, and stunning views from the second-floor balcony and rooftop patio, looking out over the bayfront and historic skyline. Perfect for date night or a special evening out. Saint Italian Restaurant, where every meal is a celebration, and it's delicious.
It is delicious, and we have also our wonderful sponsors, Anastasia Construction Group, Synergy Power Solutions, Aver Kresge and Associates, Powell Heating and Air, Meehan's Irish Pub, A.D. Davis Construction, St. Augustine Distillery, Citygate Spirits, A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing, Anastasia Diner, Moultrie Creek Diner, and they are just a great group to have your name attached to. And I'm assuming you have the paper clip.
I have the paper clip, sir.
All right, because it's not in a little circle there.
Here.
So, all right, so it's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
It's
did
kind
you guys
of
do 5 questions last night?
Anything we did. We did actually 7 questions, and we still were short because I didn't have you to argue with.
Bummer.
So,
I was watching the show right up until I had to get on the plane.
Actually, I was a little distracted, and I couldn't really get all my in a row.
Okay.
All right, so Blake, what do we have in the title today? Crazy races.
Yeah, so in the title we have gas prices, weirdest races, and happy anniversary, which I want to talk about today because we forgot to mention it in the story, and because today is the 1-year anniversary of our
announcement
of you telling the entire 904 Now that you are the owner of the 904 Now.
I kind of kept it a secret for a little bit. So.
Yeah.
But I had to make sure it was really going to happen,
and it did.
So, and I did see Pete today, and he said happy anniversary.
Okay.
So,
good.
and
Nice.
it looks like Florida Man is moving to another special city.
Okay.
So I can't reveal yet.
Yeah.
So until he actually
Makes it official.
gives the go ahead. So we have but happy anniversry to everyone
All
involved.
of us, absolutely.
To the entire team. I appreciate everything that's happening here at the 904. And we went in a little bit different direction. but I think it's working out pretty well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. Especially thank to all of our amazing supporters that sticked around during this transition. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal, and a huge thank you to all of our minions as well for sticking around.
And our sponsors,
new and returning. It's just been incredible to see us still stick together.
and we have had a couple of new sponsors come in, and we've had some that cycle out, which is pretty typical.
It's natural.
But those main sponsors that stick with us, that have been with us since, some sponsors have been with Mike and I since the very beginning of our radio show, which is going on now 14 years.
Okay.
So, with a couple of those sponsors that are out there. So really, really appreciate the confidence you have in us not embarrassing your company. So, and sometimes we do, and you guys still forgive us.
Right.
So
we don't do it intentionally.
yeah, not intentional at all. So, all right. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to many, many more years of this. So, because I think I can do this as long as I can talk.
Ooh, that's going to be a while.
And my brain works.
That's also going to be a while.
Hopefully both of those work well for a while. All right, so we had crazy gas. Let's do gas insanity. Okay. Let's do that one first. Let's get it out of the way before people are in a bad mood.
It's not a thing that I can quite put my finger on because gas prices were hovering around the mid threes, 370 give or take for a while. And it's wacky because it's an hour by hour game in a lot of the gas stations around here, especially if you live on Anastasia Island. The one at the pier, you could go drive past it and it could be like 379, and then 20 minutes later it's at 419, and there's no explanation except for, I think, I'm hoping for their sake, the person who was, putting the things in the pump, filled their car up and then gave it back to the corporation. I once spoke to a guy at Wawa because I was there and the gas price was really fair, and I came back 25 minutes later because they said I'm going to get back. Yeah, he said, "Oh, we don't get it." He said they do that from corporate someplace out in God knows where, so they don't even control their pumps at the Wawa.
Yeah, I don't think they do anywhere anymore.
All right.
Except for like the mom and pop ones,
right. But it's strange, and it goes up a penny, it goes down a penny. But then all of a sudden, we start this big old war with Iran, and they close the Strait of Hormuz, or the Strait of Hormuz is closed. But from everything you hear, that's not necessarily the oil that makes our gasoline. Our gasoline is onshore. It's made in the United States. We're not transporting it. We may sell it to other countries, but we don't get our gas from offshore.
Yeah.
And why then, if the Strait of Hormuz is closed and it doesn't
affect
the oil,
us?
Why would it affect us?
Yeah, why is it affecting our economy when we're saying, oh, well, we're really hurting Russia's economy?
Right.
I don't think we're feeling comfortable about it.
No, and I don't necessarily think we're hurting too many other people's economies except maybe Iran because China's still getting oil.
I think we're hurting
Europe.
Everyone's economy.
Well, that's true.
I don't think it's just ours. I don't think it's just Russia.
It's worldwide.
I don't think it's just Iran. I think it's everyone's feeling it. So.
No. And nobody's gotten into the jet fuel conundrum, which is coming this summer, apparently. Yeah. So that's going to be an issue for sure. And we make our own jet fuel in the United States as well.
I think if you look at flights and prices right now, it's here.
Oh, yeah, they're going up for sure. They're anticipating it, and they're going to start cutting flights. So we're going to Portugal next month. I hope we get back from Portugal next month. And if we don't, it's okay. It's not a bad place to get stuck. But we'll see what happens there. But so we leave town, and gas is, I don't know, $4.39, $4.29, $4.19. We come back to town, it's $3.99.
Yeah. Well, I rarely, you hear me talk about this all the time. I rarely win in the gas roulette. In this past week, I won in the gas roulette. I needed gas, and I was like, you know what? I'm only going to put about 5 or 6 gallons in. I'm going to see what happens. And when I needed gas again, and I did a fill up, it was $4.29 when I played
first time
when I placed my bet.
Right.
And the next go around when I couldn't go any further, it was $4.02. So I don't at 27 cents on the.
But this is my question to you now. Iran closes the Strait of Hormuz. They may or may not have mined the Strait of Hormuz. There was no tankers going in and out. There's a god awful number of tankers stuck in that channel. Okay, fine, great. Then they opened it for an hour and a half, 25 minutes, something like that. It was less than a day that they reopened it because everybody got pissed
Yeah,
at each
I
other.
think it was 8 hours or something like that.
Fine. And now we're blockading the strait. So the timetable for the end of their civilization is now off the clock. So President Trump, at least this time, put no end game on his demands for a ceasefire or whatever it is. So they're keeping the ceasefire in place. And there's no by Thursday, by Friday, by noon tomorrow. Fine, good. Leave it open-ended and talk to these people and let these people talk to us and let's get somebody to come. But the Strait of Hormuz is still blocked because we're blockading it now. So nobody's getting in or out there either.
Yeah, I think JD asked him not to do a time schedule on
Which makes sense for a change because every time he's done it, he had to rescind that or or wipe the egg off his face when he changed it and moved it back. So I think he's learning not to put a deadline on something for a change. Good. But the thing I have is, so if the Strait of Hormuz is still blockaded by us, Iran is still charging huge tolls to get people out of there. Shippers aren't using their tankers to go through because their insurance companies won't let them do that.
Yeah.
Why did gas drop 30 cents if nothing has changed?
Well, everything's behind. I don't know.
But nothing's changed as far as the oil coming out.
Yeah, but and that oil doesn't matter anyway.
To us, exactly.
And it's now. Here's my thoughts.
Okay. I'm just asking for opinions.
No, this is my thoughts, and this is not factual. This is before it felt like Iran was in control of the timeline. Now it feels like the U.S. is in control of the timeline. So I think that is why the future projections of oil, at some point it's going to be reopened. When Iran was in control, we weren't sure.
Right.
And like I said, this is just my theory
Okay.
of the difference. Yesterday, Blake, what was the average price for
the
402, 403?
Yeah, the last time I saw it, I think it was like 403, 404.
All right, 403 was what the price was.
Right.
All right. What is your prediction? Because Blake and I made predictions. You didn't get to see this portion of it.
Okay.
What's your prediction on the price at the end of the week?
At the end of the week.
When we close on Thursday, what is
It's
your?
still going to be $3.99.
You're saying $3.99.
Yeah. 'Cause
You
that's
went
where-
down a little bit, but not as far as I did.
Right. Well, I'm looking at,
What I did $3.94.
Yeah,
Like
394.
And you went up like he was a 409.
Yeah, the piers at $3.99, and I use that as my arbiter, though it's not a very fair one because it's on an island,
Yeah,
and
so-
everything's more expensive on an island.
And we're using the gate station
Here.
right here.
Yes.
And I didn't see what that was today.
That
I
was
didn't pay
402.
attention.
I think it was 402.
Okay.
Yep. So
All right, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll still
So
go
the gate,
I'll go $3.99.
the
'cause
gate
they say
station right here
$3.94.
seems to be kind of in the middle.
It doesn't change as rapidly as any of the others
Yep.
at all.
Yep.
Right.
So
So
All right. So I pull up the gas price, the official national average from AAA right now. National average is around 402 right now. Do you want to guess which state is the highest right now?
California.
Yeah.
I would say Hawaii, but and Kenny's guessing 386. So he's going even
Like the
deeper on the
optimism.
dive. So
Yes. Yeah. I mean, in case you want to guess, California's is the highest right now. Is at 380. It's at 582.
Okay, but there's
what
games to
what is Hawaii at?
565.
Okay, but there's these silly little games you can play because if you're in the 7-Eleven fan club or whatever it is, or the Circle K fan club, they will make deals with you that are just silly in our favor. 25 cents, you get 7-Eleven, you get 5 cents off a gallon. Circle K, you get 3 cents off a gallon just if you put in your phone number. Very nice,
Yeah.
big deal. At these prices,
I
it's
take
nice,
it.
but it's
I take it.
Okay. But, once a week or it'd be good for you on Wednesdays because if it's 7-Eleven, if you buy 2 energy drinks, they'll knock 25 cents off a gallon. Right now, I've got 2 more fill-ups at 7-Eleven at 30 cents off a gallon. Yay! I don't understand how they can do this, but it just shows you the margin
There's a
of
margin.
how much
Yeah,
margin
there's
of
a
profit
gap
is built
there.
into that.
Yeah.
There's a
You know?
gap there.
It's the same thing in Circle K. So if you go
how
back
much
and
is
forth,
taxes per gallon in the state of
Florida?
Florida? Is it like 14 cents or something
I'm checking right now.
on gas?
yeah, and that changes state to state to
And
state as
that
well.
helps with our road improvements and those things too, which is in the state of Florida, which is good because we got a lot of visitors that drive here.
Right.
22 cents a gallon.
22 cents.
Okay.
So In actuality, 22 cents of that's going straight to the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And I'd like to see a little bit more road repair.
Okay, and I know, yeah. Here's the big question: the worst roads in the country,
Oh, South Carolina.
South Carolina. Blake, can you check and see what the tax is on gas in South Carolina?
It is is actually higher, 20 cents per gallon.
Put some of it into 95 on, and make it 3 lanes.
They're
would
terrible.
You please?
I'm
I know,
telling you, every
absolutely.
road in
Absolutely.
South Carolina is
I agree.
awful. When I did my walk, it was awful. I just wanted to get through South Carolina, and I cut across like the wrong way in South Carolina.
But here's the thing, though. The average gas price in South Carolina right now is $3.68. So it is a little bit lower there. And then, in case you're wondering, in Georgia right now it is $3.58.
Okay. Yeah, I have a buddy who's driving to North Carolina, and I was like, all right, get like a half a tank here, get to Georgia,
right.
and then fill up.
That's what we used to do in New York. We'd cross the Hudson, get into Jersey, and gas prices would drop like mad, and you didn't have to get out of your car and pump it because they do it for you there.
Yeah.
But I think they've loosened that requirement that you can't pump your own gas in New Jersey any longer.
But
it's $6.25 in LA.
Diesel is near $8
That's in California, yeah.
in California.
That's California.
Holy cow!
But here's the difference too.
I'm not taking the ambulance there.
75-cent difference between Monterey and Salinas, which is 25 miles away.
That's
from
crazy.
$6.25 down to $5.50 in Salinas. Well, Monterey is a tourist town on the coast, Cannery Row and all that good stuff.
Yep. I mean, do they have different taxes on those?
No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't
All
think so. I don't think there's county,
But I mean,
county
I
taxes.
agree with you. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
We know we have plenty. We're not getting into our reserves. We don't even have to, we haven't even looked at our reserves. I want to know what's happening with Venezuela and what's happening with Ecuador, because evidently they've asked us to help them with their gas situation,
Okay.
or oil situation. So what's happening with that Venezuela oil that was supposed
that's
to be
all ours? I don't know.
So in Ecuador, they asked us to kind of step in because of the cartel issues that they were having
Right.
along the
Right.
coast.
Their crime issues got really weird.
Yeah. Luckily, I was in and out of there.
Yeah.
The people of Ecuador really wanted
it
the
is
U.S.
flowing.
Yeah.
So it's officially, according to the U.S., on April 7th, Chevron has announced that they're going to be taking over the flow of a good amount of the barrels for them.
In Ecuador or Venezuela?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Okay.
Which is good because now maybe they can turn lights on in Cuba now that we're playing nice with Cuba. So we'll see what happens. Look, you know what? Get this shit squared away. I've been wanting to go to Cuba for years and haven't gotten there yet. So, facilitate it, would you please?
Yeah.
Play nice.
Well, I mean, we get to this point and then something falls apart.
Of course.
We get to this point, and you and I have, you didn't grow up in Florida, but I
No.
mean, did you have to hide under your desk
Oh, yeah, duck and cover. Absolutely. It made no sense.
in New York?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where was the missiles coming from at that point? Russia?
On Long Island, where I grew up, we had a Nike missile base.
Okay.
It eventually became
I mean, like
alternative
where,
school.
where we were at, Cuba was right there.
Right.
So it was.
I think we were more worried about Russia, but ours were outgoing Nike missiles.
Mm-hmm.
There were silos built into the ground in the marshes, no less.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a Nike missile base there, so there was a big X on Long Beach.
Were you at school when they did the fluoride experiment?
No, I think
The
I always had fluoride.
The fluoride wash. We used to have a fluoride rinse every Wednesday,
No.
and everybody. Blake, did you have to do this? It was gone by the time you were.
No.
Like every Wednesday, and I somehow worked my way because I was a kid that I've always liked to do research, and at the library they had this research game where you had to go to the card catalog, look up a certain thing. I was my own little Hardy boy.
Oh, yeah.
So I hung out in the library quite
Absolutely,
a bit,
I did as well.
and
Great what you could find in paper.
and that's where they did all the fluoride, put the cups together for the different classrooms and take them to the tray. But Blake, what you used to have to do, and if anyone's close to my age, Kenny says he remembers it. You'd swish it, and it would be like you had to keep it in your mouth, and the teacher would time it for, I think it was a minute. You had to with the fluoride, and then you spit it back into the same cup.
Okay. Do you remember the little white pills that you got to chew on that would stain your teeth if you didn't brush well enough, and it would be, you'd have to eat those
that
little
was the
pills.
worst.
And then you'd end up with all the little red spots on your teeth. I think they were red.
Yeah, they were kind of orangish, pinkish red.
Yep.
Yeah. That was
I
terrible.
remember those pills too.
Yeah, I mean, the 70s, they were just 60s and 70s. It was just about how to humiliate
Children.
the kids.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, duck and cover because a nuclear bomb was coming. So get under your desk, and don't stand by the window. And every classroom had a glass window in the door.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I was, you know what? It was one of those placebo things. It made you feel better.
well, you probably went to a high school that didn't have air conditioning.
No, we did finally. Yeah.
We didn't have air conditioning in elementary school, in high school, or middle school, or any of those. So, as I'm, because I did the research and everything,
Right.
I remember in 5th grade as we're doing this drill, and I look over and we got those big chalicey windows wide open.
Yeah.
I was like, "Why am I under? Like, the windows are open.
Well,
It's all going to come in. We're all going to breathe it, and we're all going to die."
it was practice. Nothing happened
Yeah.
at that point in time. It was just to
But
train
I
you to
literally
react.
remember looking. I was probably 3 rows over,
Right.
and I look over. I'm Miss Weichsel's class. I remember making this. Why are we doing this drill?
Right.
The windows are wide open. We're not going to have time to close. Because, I mean, did you guys
Right.
have jalousie windows?
No, we didn't
All right,
know. My
jealousy
high
wa-
school, the windows didn't open.
All right. Jalousie windows are windows that kind of come like this. Have you seen them?
Yeah,
They're
you
like
cra-
this.
you crank 'em
and
open,
you
they open
crank
like
them open
louvers.
like this. All right. In the school, they were this tall. They were 16 inches tall, the big ones. So it's like,
Right, get some airflow.
and you could actually dive through them if you had to, in case you needed that escape, in case Red Dawn happened,
Right.
which didn't happen until high school. But anything could come in those
Right.
windows. The screens rarely worked in DeLand, and so I mean, I literally remember being under. Randy Cutlip was beside me, I think, in the seat in front of me, and I was
Right.
like, we're going to die. The windows are wide open. He's like, shut up. So,
All a placebo.
yeah. So he didn't have Kenny didn't have AC until the high school was built. Yeah, I didn't have AC except in our portables.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Portables in middle
Get a
school.
little
And,
sweaty.
Yeah.
You know, they rebuilt. I was the second year in a brandly new built high school right on the bayfront, and it was great because they put all the classrooms in the interior of the room.
Mm-hmm.
So the cafeteria was one solid wall of windows looking
Yeah.
out on the water,
Mm-hmm.
and then the hallways were and the classrooms were on the inside. But they had air conditioning at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. But the art room, the music room, all these ones had just great views of the open bay. It was really very
Well.
pretty. Yeah, it was really nice.
No, we didn't have those kind of views in DeLand.
Well, you're a little landlocked.
Yeah, we were landlocked. So, nope, there wasn't a whole lot that was happening. All right. Crazy races. Crazy races.
We're not talking about the midterms.
No,
We're
we're
not
not
talking about the
talking
midterms.
about political races.
Not talking about the
Not-
midterms.
Not talking about local local races.
No.
And in case people are wondering what we're doing on the political side, I'm going to be looking for 3 separate sponsors for our interviews. The sponsor is not going to be supporting one guest or another, one candidate or another. So I'm going to be looking for a sponsor for the city races,
Okay.
a sponsor for the county races, and a sponsor for the state races. Okay? Because all the House
Okay.
of Representatives are already, they're all up again.
Right.
So,
Nobody sponsored the national races?
no, I'm not going to interview people from the national races. So, I mean, we're a local news company.
Okay, that's true.
So,
enough.
and
They don't need us. There's enough pundits out there.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's 904. We're staying in the 904.
Okay.
Okay.
In the now.
So it was staying in the now. So if you know people out there that might be interested in sponsoring those, I'm looking again for the city races, the county races, and the state races. And we're not doing any of those interviews until after qualifying is done.
Correct. Until you know who the candidates
Until
are.
we know exactly who's running what and where they're going.
Will we have the pleasure of doing some of those in the afternoon for somebody who might be a late riser?
It's going to be one-on-one with me in Studio B.
Ooh, nice.
And the questions people have already asked, are the questions going to be the exact same? No, because the candidates are not the exact same.
Okay.
You know how I interview, and I interview
very organic.
from the personality, and I play off of the personality and try and bring out the good parts the best I possibly can. And I'll do that with every candidate. You know, and, you know, I know many of the candidates personally. So I have to fill out exactly, because I don't think it's fair if this candidate's strong on one particular topic and this candidate's strong on the other particular topic, you still don't get to know what the person is. I want these interviews to be about finding out the true person and, you know, still get their message out. They'll have time to do their messaging at the beginning and at the end, but it's going to be very organic, like you said.
Right. So where can our viewers see this? Because if it's not going to be on the Stoidum, and it's not going to be on Bollocks, and it's not going to be on the
it'll be its own video series.
It'll be its own.
Okay, so we'll get a new heading.
Just like we go live, and just like and we'll have a candidates page on the app too.
Okay.
So local races, and we'll have a candidates page on the app.
Okay, so they'll stay up for a while, and we can go back and use them as reference.
So you can go back and you can see the conversation. And how the conversation goes in Studio B. So we'll be sitting, you know, in comfy chairs, just having a conversation.
Except no waffling. Get positions.
Yeah, that's the way it works. So,
well,
like I said, it's gonna be getting to know the candidates. Now, if the candidates want to waffle, they're gonna waffle, and it's gonna show. We have a very smart audience.
Yes, we do.
So. If you see the candidate waffling, you're a smart audience. That's on them. That's not on me.
Okay.
But waffles are tasty.
Yeah. Waffles are delicious.
Yeah. So.
All right. So then I'm not going to expect to hear you reclaim your time. You're going to let them answer questions.
No, it won't. No, it's not a debate.
I know. That's not a debate.
It's a one-on-one interview.
Right.
It's only me and them in the room.
Right. Good.
And we'll release all the interviews on the same day.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
So we'll release them probably hours apart, but they'll all be released on the same day.
And all titled with the position they're running for.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So that we can keep it organized.
So if you're in District 2 county, all the candidates from District 2 county are going to be released on the same day. District 4 is going to be all released on the same day. City, if it's a mayor's race, they'll all be released on the same day.
Okay.
And so it'll be spread out over a couple weeks during the campaign.
And you'll clarify which races are nonpartisan and which are partisan, because some of them are nonpartisan around here, which is also good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Cool.
All right. Yeah, and we're not going to do right now. It does not look like we're going to do school district. We're not going to do mosquito control. We're not going to do airport authority, port and waterway.
Right, yeah.
We're staying away. Not that they're not important. They are very important. It's just. There's only so much time in the day.
And I'm sure those candidates would appreciate the FaceTime for people to know who they are and that they're actually running for those positions.
Yes. So, but that's the decision.
Excellent. Good.
That's the decision. I'm looking for 3 sponsors, one for the city side, one for the county side, and one for the state side. So.
Very good.
All right. All right. Crazy races of the world. Now, Blake, the one I enjoyed, we watched right before the show. Is it Cooper or Copper? It's Cooper, right? Cooper Hill cheese race?
Yes, I believe so.
All right. So the Cooper Hill, have you ever seen the Cooper Hill cheese race?
Not. Have we found out where it is?
It is based in the UK.
Okay.
It is in the UK. All right. Blake, if you can just show like 20 seconds of this race. And what they do is they roll a big roll of cheese. Wheel of cheese down. And it's not big. Right. It's like this big.
That's Asiago size.
Yeah. Okay. What he said. I didn't say anything about anyone's ass. About this big. All right. And they roll it down the hill. And the first one down the hill, guess what they get to win?
The wheel of cheese.
Exactly.
Stick with me, bud. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So
now, of course, this begs the question: what kind of cheese?
I don't know.
Well,
if you don't win, it's nachos.
You better get a bag of chips, baby. I'm with you.
Not Joe
I'm
cheese.
with you. I got you. Very well done. Bum. Try the veal. Tip
no,
the waitresses.
but-
we're here all week until Thursday.
There it is. Watch this.
Oh, hang on. They're rolling down the hill.
No, they're trying to run down the hill, but it becomes a roll down the hill.
So wait a second. Where's the cheese involved in this?
The cheese starts off. That's how they start the race.
I got another
Is they
ad.
roll the cheese down the hill, and the cheese is bouncing down the hill,
Dude,
and they're trying to get down that hill to
Before
get to the cheese.
Okay.
Not to beat the cheese, to be the first one to the cheese.
Okay.
So Blake says he's got another one,
I
right?
think
Yeah,
you should
yeah.
take the angle and cut off the cheese.
got some more unskippable ads. Sorry.
Okay.
God, here we go.
Here, watch this. Yeah, there's a lot of, and my question was, has anyone ever died from this?
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
high cholesterol?
The answer was no.
The answer was no.
Okay. I'm still looking
No,
for the
there's
cheese.
rocks. There's rocks.
Oh, yeah. Hit your head.
That you can hit your head,
Yeah.
and there's people doing face plants, like just mud, because they do it rain or shine.
All right. Well, it'll probably be faster in the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
you think you'd slip a little faster?
A little dirtier. I don't know
well.
if I don't know if I want the cheese at the end of the mud.
You can rinse it off
So-
if it's a closed wheel. By the way, how does the wheel of cheese survive that in one piece if there's rocks and bricks and stuff?
It actually holds up pretty well. They showed them with the winners with the cheese on some of the races.
So we'll take it as a hard
but
cheese.
it's called Cooper Hill cheese race, cheese wheel race or something like
cow.
that. And
So it's a real cheesy story.
Oh, you can watch this.
Yeah.
Just if you're having a bad day, put it on.
And then in case you're wondering, the type of cheese is a 7 to 9 pound wheel of double Gloucester.
Double Gloucester. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Double
Okay.
Gloucester. I don't even know what that is, but you're telling me it's nice. So I'm going to go
Yes.
with the chef. All right. So this took us down to more crazy races. So when you came in, we were tuck
We're watching the tuk-tuk races.
tuck races in India. All right. And tuk are three-wheeled kind of
Scooters, little taxis.
like that right there.
Right. Yeah.
And you can see there.
Transportation.
And this race involves three people, none of them wearing helmets.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of people in India.
And it's like a 2-day race, and they have to go through all different types of terrain.
Okay.
And sometimes they have to get out and push their tuk. Sometimes they have to fix their tuk. Sometimes they have to lean to one side or the other so the tuk doesn't fall off the cliff.
Right.
Blake, you have any luck with any active tuk-tuks?
Unfortunately, I'm going to say no to this because Red Bull is very
Oh,
stringent.
okay,
because
that's a Red Bull one in India?
Yeah. These races are sanctioned by Red Bull, so I had to be very iffy about that.
I did not know that was Red Bull.
So then we're not getting the
some of
plane
the other
races.
races I knew was Red Bull, and I didn't think we'd be able to show those, like
Those
the
little
ice
crazy
skating.
plane races too.
Yeah.
Red Bull
Yeah.
does those little zippy plane races.
Yeah, they do those, and they do drone racing now.
Wow.
So,
Of course.
all right. There was an elephant race that
Yeah.
Lenny brought up.
Yeah. It's the Chitwan elephant race in Nepal.
Would you say shit one? What?
Chitwan, Chitwan. Chitwan.
Okay.
Chitwan? Chitwan?
Shitwan.
Soft
Shitwan.
C?
Got it.
Chitwan. And it's a big event, and it's there to.
Got an ad.
Here we go. He's got it.
Oh, all right.
No,
Let's see
well.
what you got.
Still waiting for the ad to go away.
Yeah, wait for the ad.
There
Here we
you
go. Oh, this is a drag race.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
There's two people.
600 meters. And the winner of one of them did it in 1 minute and 37.33 seconds.
600 meters. That's
Yep. You're an elephant. It ain't that easy if you're an elephant.
600 meters. That's almost a half a mile, right?
So the winner in, I don't know, it was 2007, 2000, whatever, was Janga Badur Gaja. The driver was Panit Nasser Ali, and they set the record at that point in time. But they don't stop there. They go play elephant football. 3-on-3.
Soccer.
Yeah, they
I don't know what elephants call it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Right. So it was 3-on-3, and it was 1-0 because Kenarly K left-footed in a goal, and that was the winner. It was a 1-0 game, but it took them a while because before they were training the elephants, the elephants took a while to get the nuances of the game, and they kept popping the footballs.
Kept stepping on it.
They kept popping the footballs. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So,
Are they allowed to use their tusk?
Ooh,
Or
I
not
don't
their
know.
tusk, or their trunk?
Oh, maybe that'd be good. Pick up and throw it.
Yeah, I don't know how big the ball is.
Well,
So
hopefully
do we have
regulation
do we have
football.
any? I mean, I was assuming it was like, 4 foot tall ball, but
Nah, that'd be tougher than for the squish. I think
yeah.
it could have been a regular football. The elephant's feet aren't much bigger than yay.
Gotcha.
Got a photo.
You got a photo of it?
Oh, it's a soccer ball. Oh, so
It's
that
a
kind
little
of-
bit bigger.
That kind of football.
Yeah, I thought.
All right, there you go.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
well,
what I said.
fine.
Soccer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
much better now. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Yeah. You didn't
See?
think you didn't think it was like the Clydesdales, and they say,
Right,
do they
with
do
the
this all the
Dalmatian.
time? Sometimes they go for 2.
Right, that's a great commercial.
Um,
I love that one.
So-
The zebras on the refs.
yeah. So, all right. The other one that we saw was, what's the one that they're trying to get in the Olympics? Like, what's that
Oh,
called?
is that skating thing?
That was like it's the Red Bull Crash Dice, which is like the skating cross country type event where they're basically they had to go down this hill that has like a bunch of jumps in it. I believe it's a race race against 4 people. Then whoever crosses the line first wins.
Yeah, it's like an ice roller coaster that they're skating
pretty
on.
wacky, yeah. But they do that with skis now. There's an Olympic sport where there's a ski race, and I think it's either a team but they do the same thing, 4-on-4, 4 against each other in a race on a ski slope that's also got all those crazy moguls in them. You know what it's called, but that was fun to watch too, and it's very fast. These things they're not long races.
Yeah, this is a Crash Ice up here in case anyone's wanting. So
You're saying crash ice or crush ice?
Crash
ice.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause
well, we
I
know what
mean-
we're trying to go for.
Because I mean, it's like roller derby.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the end. All right. Here's another one. Wife carrying world championship in Finland. Male competitors race through obstacle course carrying their wife. That one was pretty wild. The one that I might give a chance at here, except for it's 5 miles. It's a 5-mile race in North Carolina. And the participants must consume a dozen Krispy Kremes halfway through the race.
Ooh, I'm
So you have to eat an entire dozen at the 2.5 mile, and then
they're squishable.
yeah, but they expand once they get back
Well,
in.
Okay.
Mile 4 is going to hurt. So
Okay.
just saying.
All right. Well, I see a Krispy Kreme, and I raise you the French waiters race, or the Course de Cafés. It's a historic competition in Paris where servers speed walk a 2-kilometer, which is a 1.2 mile route through the Marais district, while balancing a tray with a croissant, a coffee cup, and a water glass. And they have to carry through, and they've got to mince their way through this course without spilling anything.
Okay. I'm wondering if there's like a certain amount of ounces
That you can lose?
that you can qualify on. So
I don't know. It's open to men and women. It's not gender specific. And they get in there and they do it. You have to navigate it as quickly as possible while keeping the tray intact.
all right.
And they wear their uniforms from their cafes and their aprons and such.
In my homeland, Wales,
All right.
Wales,
Oh, okay.
way back,
Yeah,
Way back.
The first one.
1500s. They have man versus horse. All right. Marathon. It's a 22-mile race,
Okay.
but it is through mountainous course. It's through trails and mountainous where sometimes the horse is definitely going to have the advantage and the man's going to have the advantage. And it's man versus horses, men versus horses on this 22, and sometimes men win and sometimes the horse wins.
Interesting.
So,
Is there a rider on the horse?
I think there is.
Is there a rider on the man?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Disadvantage right
All
there.
right, I'm telling you, right.
So yeah,
6 legs against
see,
2.
see if you can find the man versus horse marathon in Wales.
Got it.
So that might be able to answer that question.
Okay.
Because I assumed when I read this,
That there was a rider?
there was a rider on the horse guiding him through the course.
Yeah, you would think, because otherwise the horse will, do
like,
something else.
Nah, I'm not
Right,
doing that.
Right. Look.
Okay.
Look, another horse.
All right. So it's a pair race. There is someone on the horse guiding the horse, but so it's basically the horse and a man are paired with each other, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It says man versus horse, so I just assumed the way it's
Right.
written
Yeah.
is the man was running on his own and the person on the horse was on their own and they were racing against each other. Mm-hmm. And the guy had to get the horse through there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you don't have any images from that.
Let me check.
All right. All right. Some of the crazy ones in Morocco, 155-mile, 6-day race across the Sahara Desert where runners carry all their own supplies.
Ouch.
All right. This is a man versus horse race.
Yeah, see, the competitors are there and the other competitors are on the horse.
Right.
They're not on the same team.
Doesn't look like it's a team event.
No.
No.
So, and in this case, it looks like the horse definitely has the advantage.
I would think so.
So, all right.
Yeah, you got camel races.
Yeah.
You got the Dakar. What's that? Blake, what's that Dakar race? Dakar Road Rally?
Dakar Rally.
Yeah. That goes through a bunch of desert, too, over there.
Yeah. The Badwater 135, 135-mile race through Death Valley. Whew.
Bring your own water to that one.
Yeah. The Everest Marathon. All right.
Well, then
so
you
what?
got the New York, the Empire State Stair Race.
Yeah.
To run up all the stairs in the Empire State Building.
Well, and what got me here is I was talking to Holden, one of the people that works at the office with us, and we were talking about the highest point he had been in was Pikes Peak.
Okay.
And I was trying to explain to him the race
Right.
up Pikes Peak. Like it's a very famous car race up Pikes Peak. And it's like 12 and a half miles or something like that. And the world record right now, it was set by a Volkswagen. And it was an electric car.
Really?
So
it was recent.
it's the first time. So it was in
2018.
2018. You confirm that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was in 2018, and it was like 7:57. It's the only time it's ever been done in under 8 minutes. Have you ever watched these races and the
Not that
turnbacks and
that way with the switchbacks?
yeah,
No.
and they have no guardrails.
Really? You can fall off the peak?
And I did not look this up. Blake,
Yeah.
can you tell me how many people have died doing the Pikes Peak race?
Checking.
Because if that's zero, I'm going to find it hard to believe because this race has been around a while.
7
Seven
Okay.
people have died
since 1916.
since
Since
the,
1916.
yeah. Yeah, I was going to say it's been around a long time.
So
I
that's
didn't realize it was
110
quite that
years?
long ago.
All right.
Yeah. So 7 people since 1960, no guardrails. So, and they do reach speeds up to almost 100 miles an hour in straightaways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? How long are the straightaways on that?
Not very long.
This is
I
some
was
of the
gonna
footage
You're
here.
slamming on, there he is right there. That's the Volkswagen right there.
No.
Was it?
This was the old record, I believe.
Okay.
Very cool.
Well, the gas power record is 8:13 or something, 8 minutes and 13 seconds. So
But that Volkswagen looked like it's Formula One with the spoilers and stuff.
yeah,
on
Yeah,
there.
no.
yeah, it was.
Well, the Volkswagen looks something different, but
Yeah, but it does
At
have
least
that.
it's real live roads.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
That way,
and I never have taken that road when I went to the top of
Right.
Pikes Peak. I took the cog train.
Right, you take the railroad.
Yeah, I took the cog train up. So I've never actually been on that road. But that's how we got to the topic of crazy races. All right, and this one I think is the one we need to bring back. Is the 0.5K beer run.
We still have some tiles, by the way.
I think we need to bring
Okay.
that back. Did you participate in the 0.5K?
I did not. For some reason, I think I was out of town that weekend. I was looking forward to it
Yeah.
because, I need another T-shirt.
Yeah. So yeah, of course you do. So, but the beer mile is where a race participants they drink a beer and run a quarter of a mile and repeat it 4 times. So We drink that many in 0.5
Right.
in a 0.5K. So all right.
A lot better.
All right. What other stuff going on in the world that you want to talk about?
Let's get a little peace on earth would make me a very happy man and probably settle out a whole lot of things. But, right now, I don't know. I heard that Governor DeSantis is talking to the president about a job after he's out of office.
Okay.
He volunteered himself for Secretary of War, but right now they're happy with Pete Hegseth, so I don't think that one's on the table.
Okay.
He offered himself as Attorney General, but right now they don't know what they're doing there.
Mm-hmm.
But the one he would really, really like is Supreme Court Justice. And apparently, our governor and Clarence Thomas are friendly. So this could be an out for Clarence. I'll retire if you give the seat to Ron. So we'll see what happens there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what the machinations there would be, but that's interesting. Look, if you got to aspire good.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Well, that's a job for life.
that's exactly right.
That's
Hope
a job-
Supreme Court Justice.
Job
man,
for life.
two better.
And he's
No, yeah.
still a fairly young guy.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't think is he 50 yet?
Who's DeSantis?
DeSantis.
I don't know.
47.
How much?
47.
47.
So then
yeah.
no.
Yeah. So
Okay. And you know what? And if for some reason Clarence Thomas decides to retire and they swap him in for DeSantis, it's a zero-sum game as far as the majority of the decisions will go.
well, and that probably needs to take place sooner rather than later, because once you get in within the year,
Oh, that's off the table.
Yeah.
No. Do not believe in any courtesies any longer. Mr. McConnell, may I call you Mitch? You
both
low-life-
sides have done it, Lenny. So don't act like it's just one.
Hang on. When did we do it recently?
Recently? No, it
Okay,
wasn't
right,
recently.
right,
But I mean, but
right.
you guys haven't been.
Hey, look, and I got news for you.
But you haven't been in
Right.
control recently either.
Well, fair enough. And I don't know that Merrick Garland would have been the right answer there, but what Mitch did to him was just rude.
Yeah.
Because they turned around and then Trump said, "Oh, wait a second. I got 15 minutes to get a judge in here and we're going to put her in right now." Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So, it's good for you.
He's not known for his manners.
No, nor is
And
equity.
guess what?
Yeah.
And guess what? The American people didn't vote him in for his manners.
Well, they're learning
If
that.
it was-
They're learning that
if
in a
it-
big
if
way.
it was a manners race,
Right.
then it would be different. But sometimes good manners don't make good presidents.
Well, it's just consistency. You would like some type of consistency.
It's never going to happen, and it's not.
Well, it
it's,
should.
It's not one side or the other. It's never going to happen.
Well,
It's when power is involved,
it corrupts.
it corrupts.
Absolutely.
And absolute power.
Why don't we
Corrupts?
Why don't we write that
Absolutely.
why don't we write that on a needlepoint sampler?
Yeah, we
All right.
Troy's 2 cents.
There
Corrupt.
you go. Exactly. Well, I have a clarification because you kept bringing up when a couple weeks ago we were talking about the deadliest animals on the planet.
Oh yeah.
You kept saying mosquitoes. I kept saying it's not on my list. It's not on my list. It's I'm not arguing with you. It makes perfect sense. But I brought up the list, and here
It was so far out in front that it didn't make the main page.
Well, that was it. It was I did this, and I had that there, the screen here, and I didn't know that there were two boxes over here.
The big boxes.
Right. Wait. Mosquitoes did 760,000.
The bar graph would have been
Right.
across the room.
Well, maybe that was it. And humans are 600,000, and I just started with snakes at a mere 100,000.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. Mosquitoes, followed by humans, are the most deadly animals on the planet.
All right.
So
And
now I can get that off of my screen.
And I heard this, I think it was just last month, that I'm never a guy, I don't use off.
Okay.
I don't use bug spray.
Big fan of DEET.
All right. But
DD.
there are so many different, there's like so many different types of mosquitoes. And what I understand, and the most common Florida mosquito, off does absolutely nothing.
Really?
So,
Well, is that off with DEET or just off that's not DEET? Or
I
just bug spray in general?
I just kind of read it
Okay.
as like fallacies of things that were sold. Another one is fabric softener. We don't need fabric softener.
that's
Fabric
just-
softener
that's
is
just
ridiculous.
sticky, yeah.
And it's bad for your towels. Those towels won't soak up
They won't absorb
water.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. They don't
Yeah.
become good anymore.
no. So, but it was in one of those type of things. And I'm going to Google it right now. Do Florida mosquitoes, and if anyone knows this in the comments, Are they
Right.
affected by off? Blake, you probably can type better than I can with my one thumb here. But have you heard that before?
Well, you have to read your mosquito, your repellent ingredients, because some of them use botanicals.
So it looks like officially the official statistics it says it's a 70 to 79% protection rate against the most common type of Florida species, which is the Aedes.
Ages, yeah. Does it say which the?
So it's about 70 to 80%. Is that what it said?
Yeah.
And
That's
does
pretty,
it,
that's a pretty good percentage.
I would think. Does it say what the ingredient is?
I think specifically DEET.
Okay.
It has to have DEET.
Yeah.
Okay.
DEET-based repellents is what I...
Right, and if you look, some of them only have like 7 or 9 or 12% DEET. Some of them have 29 or 30% DEET. Every now and again, you can find something that's 100% DEET.
So if it doesn't have DEET,
You're dead.
it's zero.
Right, you're getting eaten.
Yeah, your percentages go down tremendously.
Right.
So, but what is your mosquito repellent if you even use any?
I do. I use it backwards, but I make sure that it's got a high DEET content. I have no problem with my skin falling off because of DEET.
Yeah.
If it does, that's fine, but it won't be all mosquito bit.
All right. I'm going to look up best because we're getting into mosquito season.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want any of our listeners losing us here. Best mosquito repellent in Florida. See what they come up with. See who's paid. See who's paid the
Paid
bills.
GDP, right,
See,
okay.
see who's paid the bills.
Who's paid the AI?
Yeah. Because people come to Florida
That's right.
not prepared.
Bring your stuff.
All right. See what it's saying. Searching. Oil of lemon eucalyptus.
Okay.
And I don't know what this word is. Picaridin.
Picaridin, that's one of the botanicals. Yeah, that's the
Deep
alternate to DEET.
picaridin and oil lemon eucalyptus.
Right. So I think the picaridin is not necessarily a chemical, but I'm not sure of that. But that's the alternative to DEET-based repellents.
All right. Repel 100 insect repellent contains 98.11 DEET for maximum protection
That's
of heavy
for me.
mosquito areas. All right. And
That's for
what's
me.
the rule on DEET with children?
I'd be reticent to use it on kids.
So, using 20% picaridin, which often is more effective than DEET at repelling biting flies, common in coastal Florida. So that's more for biting flies. Natural plant-based options is Murphy's Natural Lemon Eucalyptus Oil Repellent.
Yeah.
Which you can also clean your floors with.
Yeah.
For recommendation for DEET, according to looks like it's the NIH, it says DEET is safe for children over 2 months. The recommended concentration is like around 10 to 30%, and it must not be applied on children's hands, faces, or broken skin.
Okay. All right. I knew there was some restrictions on kids.
And there should be.
So.
Absolutely.
All right. All right. So that is our mosquito update. We are prepared for mosquito season now.
And that the one that chases the biting flies, because there's, mosquito bites are bad enough. But man, a green fly or a horsefly bite,
Horsefly.
those are
Ooh.
just, forget it.
Yeah, that'll leave a mark. You know when you got bit by a horsefly.
Mhm.
So,
Big ass welt.
all right. Yeah, the whole mosquito thing. That's why I questioned Noah. Yeah,
Right.
should have just done that. He would have saved 700,000 lives a year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And think of that. Think how long ago he did that.
Yes, exactly.
How many people? Hey,
It was like,
talk about overpopulation. You
Yeah.
didn't have to repopulate places.
I was going to say it was 2026 years ago, but that's not true. It was way before that.
Oh, yeah, right.
We're
That was
talking.
when they
We're
were counting
talking
backwards.
We're talking new Old Testament
Right,
stuff.
right.
So, all right, Blake, you have any shout outs, sir?
Yeah, if you want to help support the 9 for Now or bring your podcast to us too, you can always contact me at Blake 9 for Now, and I've been sending out a bunch of emails for not only for our shows but also for Indy 500 coverage coming up in May as well. I did post a teaser video too on 9 for Now sports page.
I did see that.
All right. Any shout outs?
Just thank you for all those people who went and supported the Alzheimer fundraiser this weekend. Unfortunately, we were at a wedding in St. Thomas and couldn't make it, but I hear it was an exceedingly successful event.
Wonderful.
So those of you who went, thank you. And if not, they will still take donations, I'm sure.
Yep. No, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you, and happy anniversary to all our minions.
And us.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.